1 out of every 7 people on the planet owns an automobile. We have 1 billion operating vehicles in the world. That delivery of personal mobility has occurred because we've made the product so affordable. And as the world's population grows and as per capita income grows, there are more and more vehicles. That is the good news if you're selling vehicles. It's the challenge if you're trying to make it sustainable. I retired as Vice President of R&D for General Motors. I didn't retire, I retired from that job, and I'm now at the University of Michigan. We have to, as an industry, radically improve every aspect of the vehicle, from aerodynamics to rolling resistance and, of course, powertrain efficiency. But one of the key levers, in addition to that, is reducing vehicle weight. For every 10% weight reduction of a vehicle, you get 6% improvement in fuel economy. The advanced high-strength steels can reduce weight off the base vehicle about 25%, aluminum between 40 and 50%, magnesium in selected applications as much as 60%. The challenges are, can you manufacture them, and in particular, the cost. One of the challenges the automotive industry and the steel industry has given us is, can we get higher strength steels with sufficient ductility so that we can form them at room temperature? On aluminum, and actually magnesium, the challenge is, can we make large castings with very thin walls? Because that's how you can reduce weight. Doing that robustly without defects with these new aluminum and magnesium alloys has been a challenge we'll be taking on. And on titanium, it's of the materials the most expensive. It's really a very energy-intensive process to create it. We're trying to learn how we can reduce that, because for things like rotating parts in a vehicle, you really want the lightest material you can to get highest performance. The key is we've become sophisticated enough in engineering design, and our plants have become sophisticated enough to handle multi-materials. We no longer talk about, used to be, oh, is it going to be a steel-intensive vehicle or an aluminum-intensive vehicle or a composite-intensive vehicle? It's now very much the right material, in the right component, fabricated in the most cost-effective manner, so that the vehicle of the future, and by the way, this is true for every one of the products, is a mixed material solution.